future goal, and this requires creativity and imagination. Visionary leaders not only envision the goal, but they also inspire others toward achieving it, even when they are no longer in the position of leadership. Although our current economy may be faced with many challenges, we also have many reasons to remain optimistic, and this we should press on. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the latest World Bank report, Malaysia is now ranked on the
English. I was British government here. Now no more. Now I have a company, so I know Chancery Lee, who owns this, and he works with me on the Commonwealth.
Just me. C.Y. Liu, Vice Chairman, National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, His Excellency Mr. Shaukat Aziz, former Prime Minister of Pakistan, His Excellency Bai Tian, Ambassador of China to Malaysia, Tan Sri Lee Kim Yew, the Honorable Ngan Kok Min, Co-Chairman, Organizing Committee WCEF, and Deputy Dewan Rakyat Speaker, Malaysia, Tan Sri Dr. Michael Yew, Chairman, Organizing Committee WCEF, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to the Economic Forum of World Chinese. Now, the Chinese not only occupy China, which is a very big nation, but you go anywhere in the world, you will see the Chinese people. They have contributed much towards the development of many countries while becoming citizens of those countries. And certainly in Malaysia, we have 30% of the population made up of people of Chinese origin who are citizens of this country. And there can be no doubt that much of the development of Malaysia is due to the original Chinese citizens of Malaysia. Malaysia fully appreciates the Chinese contribution to the development of Malaysia. Indeed, we feel that without them, much of the development of Malaysia would be lagging somewhat behind. But they have come here to live here, to become Malaysian citizens, and to help in the development of this country. And I'm quite sure that wherever they go, they will do the same. Somehow, they have the knack of creating wealth wherever they go. They are business-oriented people, and they know how to deal with money and business. And as we all know, it is the business people who create the wealth of a country. Government is good at collecting that wealth. But without the business people creating the wealth, the government can collect no wealth. Yes, there are countries, of course, which are gifted with a lot of natural resources, among which is petroleum. And these countries have developed quite well. But in other fields, they have not been able to develop. But the Chinese contribution to the development of Malaysia is not confined only to business and the making of profits, but also in many other fields. And they are able to adjust themselves to the changing world. Today, business is not about opening shops along streets, which was what they did when they came to Malaysia. The streets of Malaysia are lined by Chinese shops, retailing goods of all kinds and providing services of all kinds. But as we all know, the situation changes over time, and now today we see complete change in the way goods are marketed. Where before we have streets lined by Chinese shops, now we have a lot of shopping complexes where the shops are gathered in a place that is nicely air-conditioned and comfortable to be in and to do the shopping. It is a change, and this change is brought about by the ability of the Chinese to make adjustments to different conditions. Just as they are able to make adjustment into the countries where they live, they are also able to make adjustments to the development of the world. But now we are going into the fourth general industrial revolution. This is something that requires a complete change of attitude and a complete change in terms of our knowledge. We are living in the knowledge age, and in this field, in this age, we need to have as much knowledge as we can in order to be able to cope with new ideas about how life is going to be, about how business is to be carried out. We now talk of artificial intelligence. We talk about machines, thinking machines. And I am told that today the machines will be teaching us, not us managing the machines. So the world has changed. The way business is done has changed. But as we change, we see a change in the attitude and the ways that people take advantage of the new technologies and discoveries. Malaysia will continue to benefit from Chinese enterprise and ability to take advantage of the latest in the field of knowledge. We are now entering the age of knowledge, where machines can now collect data, enormous amounts of data, and the machines can then analyze the data for us so that we can do things in a better way. Indeed, the machines can analyze the data to the point where we will know what the future is going to be like. We will know what the people of the world want. We will know their choices, their preferences, and knowing this, we can produce to cope with the new demands. This is the new age that we live in. And I'm quite sure the Chinese diaspora, wherever they may be, would have acquired this knowledge and adjusted to this new age. We are fortunate in that, by and large, the Chinese are a peaceful people who have contributed much towards the development of the whole world, wherever they may be. They have contributed. So we in Malaysia feel very happy that we are a multiracial country. A multiracial country is not the easiest country to rule. It's not the easiest country to remain stable. Normally there would be conflicts between the different races. But in Malaysia, the main races, the Chinese, the Malays and the Indians, have been able to work together in every field, including in the political arena. It is the cooperation between the three races, together with 29 tribals, that we have been able to turn around this country. Many people thought that nobody can overthrow a government that had been in power for 61 years, ever since independence. Nobody felt that this powerful government could be overthrown. But the coalition of Malay, Chinese and Indians has enabled us to do what is regarded as undoable. We have, on the 9th of May this year, overthrown a kleptocratic government and reinstalled democracy. Today, Malaysia remains a very stable and peaceful nation. Democracy has been restored, and power has ceased to be abused as it was before. Today we live by the rule of law, and we show sensitivity and respect for each race and each religion in this country. So we welcome our guests from all over the world, Chinese communities all over the world, to Malaysia, so that you can see not just the Chinese contribution to the development of this country, but the ability of the Chinese, Malays and Indians and 29 different tribes to work together and be at peace and develop the country. So with those words, I would like to say thank you very much for this invitation, and I now launch the World Economic Forum of the Chinese diaspora in this world. I thank you.
Thank you, Ahmad Mohamad, for your inspiring keynote address. On behalf of all participants of WCEF 2018, I would like now to call upon Tan Sri Lee Kim Yew, patron and founder of the World Chinese Economic Forum, to present a memento to the Prime Minister.
We don't know how to thank you, but you know I like Chinese philosophy, and this is I would like to invite Mr. Siwai Leong to do the honor to present this to you and explain the meaning of the word I have created. Thank you. I think not only I like horse, my family love horse, I think all Chinese of the world love horse, isn't it? So in the horse in Chinese called Ma, but that is a long description for Tun Dr. Mahathir. In fact, it's called Ji. Ji in the Confucius means actually is a horse can travel thousands of miles. Lao means somebody we respect. So Lao Ji Fu Li. So this is to explain to all Malaysians that Tun Dr. Mahathir is working very hard for us. And Lao Ji Fu Li, 志在千里. You always had a vision, not only for the country and for the whole world. And this one, 英雄暮年, an elderly hero, 壮志不已. And we know you have a lot of vision, a lot of mission for the country. And Confucius once said in the Edict, the Ji, not because of his strength. The Ji, the horse, not because Ji means what we call super horse, not because of the strength. 既不称其力而称其德. We are not measuring the Ji with the strength. We are measuring the Ji with his ethic and integrity. And that is describing actually very well of what Tun Dr. Mahathir. Thank you.
Thank you, Tan Sri. What a fitting memento for our very hardworking Prime Minister. We also like to invite Mr. Chia Chuan Yong, Chairman of the Board of Directors of WCEF Sdn Bhd, to present a memento to our beloved Tun M. Thank you very much. We now like an photo opportunity with all our sponsors and award winners for later tonight. We now like to invite our sponsors and awards winners to your assigned marked positions on stage. Can I invite all our sponsors up on stage, please? One moment as the stage is set up. Thank you very much to them for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause.